Now, for people that aren't getting prescribed TRT but want the increase in testosterone, there are these plant compounds like tonga ali and another one which is very interesting. It's a Nigerian shrub called Phaedogia agrestis, and it mimics luteinizing hormone, which is the hormone that comes out of the hypothalamus that stimulates the testes if you got those and the ovaries if you've got those to make more testosterone or estrogen. And so those two herbal supplements together can give a significant boost in free and active testosterone.
So you said Tonga Ali can give you 100 to 200?
Yeah, about that.
Well, what does the other one give you?
Phaedogia is usually taken at about 600 milligrams, and that can, the most dramatic effect I've ever seen was somebody who had his testosterone down in the low twos, or I think it was like low twos, and he got it up to the 700 range, but
Really?
that's an outlier, right? Most people are going to see about a 300 to 400 point increase.
And that's what the two of them synergistically work
Phaedogia
on?
will actually make the testes grow. It's a noticeable difference. So
everybody wants that.
Well, the reason I know about this stuff, people are probably thinking like, Huberman's running gear out of the back of his car. And that's not what this is about. Is that I do a certain amount of work with military, and I do a certain amount of work with professional athletes who cannot take androgen compounds out of a syringe because they'll lose their job.
Right.
Or they've been doing that and they want to come off. Although, and I'm not going to out the organization, but there is one major professional sports organization where, let's just say if somebody gets injured, they have permission to take up to 200 milligrams a week of testosterone.
Soccer?
No.
No?
No.
Shit.
No. But good guess. You almost got me there because I almost countered with the actual thing that it is.
Hockey?
No. Although those guys have the head injuries. So actually,
right?
The head injury thing is a serious problem, obviously. So testosterone has the effects we're all aware of, like deepening the voice, facial hair, muscle growth, recovery, etc. Mostly because testosterone increases protein synthesis. You look at a young male in puberty, it's a protein synthesis machine.
Yeah.
They eat, and they just grow and grow and grow, and they're putting on muscles and they're lean, and So most often they're lean. But in any case, testosterone has some very interesting effects on the brain. The major mental effect of testosterone is it makes effort feel good.
Oh, that makes sense.
And the reason it does it is that the amygdala, this fear center in the brain, this anxiety center in the brain, has androgen receptors. It has testosterone receptors. And so the way this works in animals and in humans as well is that for most species, the males of that species never get a chance to mate. Right? So if you think about, I'll probably pick an example where you'll know the exception because I know you know a lot about natural animals and animals that are hunted. But if you think about animals with antlers like rams, there's been a lot of research, believe it or not, on rams. It'd be fun. I'd love to work on.
Rams have enormous balls.
And they have to fight for the right to mate.
Yes.
And the fighting is a choice, right? And the decision to walk away is a choice usually. They usually don't kill each other, although I know some of the injuries can lead to death. So testosterone, these surges in testosterone that happen seasonally in certain species like rams or even these little hamsters, the males will rip each other's testicles off in order to fight for the right to mate. So males of a given species have to actually overcome the fear of pain and punishment. And the surge in testosterone is what causes the shift to the willingness to engage in battle. And so when humans are taking low doses or reasonable doses of testosterone, or they're increasing their testosterone, or they're going through puberty, effort and leaning into pain and challenge actually has the effect of making the body feel soothed and good. It's a drive. Just like sex is a drive, or drinking water when you're thirsty is a drive. This stuff is all anchored deep within the hypothalamus. This isn't a cognitive thing.
That makes sense why young men in particular are really driven to hard exercise and sports that are very, very difficult, that require extreme effort. Completely makes sense.
Yeah, and why when people are testosterone depleted, they feel depressed, and when people have a surge of testosterone, they feel relief and anxiety, provided it's in the appropriate range.